everybody, and welcome back to the channel. We're going to talk about, whoa, almost dropped. We're going to talk about being beautifully and wonderfully made. You have to learn how to love you. You have to be happy with what God gave you. Okay, let's see. Don't really do the makeup, but as I'm doing this video, pardon me,
My hair is going up the whole thing.
I dropped my gloss, y'all. As doing this video, I saw that this weather, I'm not in Florida right now, I'm in Maryland, and this is some dry behind weather. Yes, it is. But what I was saying was, you gotta be happy with you. You gotta be happy with what God gave you. Back when I was younger, I used to have this thing where I couldn't stand the way my eyes looked, because like when my mom used to put my hair up in a ponytail, them ponytails was tight, y'all. They used to make my eyes go like this. And it was chingy. It wasn't until a wise woman in my family had told me one day, I was talking about how I didn't really care for my eyes. I thought they looked it too, like they looked it just too slanted, like it didn't look right. She said, girl, you got some beautiful eyes. You got almond shaped eyes. And I was like, I finally looked and I was like, oh, she right. They do look like little almonds. They not chingy. It was because my hair was always pulled so tight that it pulled my eyes up like this. But I had to learn how to love me. I had to learn how to deal with me, but I definitely had to learn how to love me and what God gave me, because that's one thing about it. You could put all the makeup in the world you want to. You can put all the hair that you want on your head. But at the end of the day, when you have to go to bed at night, you going to bed with you. I know some of y'all be trying to lay pretty, but you have to learn to love you. You have to be able to look inside that mirror and say, I love myself. I love what God has created. The creator of you, he ain't make no mistakes. Every little flaw that you think is a flaw is actually quite attractive to someone else. Case in point, like one thing I used to have, I still do, because I think they call it muscle memory, where I was very athletic as a kid. I did almost all kinds of sports. I played softball. I ran track. I was a cheerleader. I did volleyball. I was on a swim team at one point. Barely could swim, but wanted to get out there and be on the swim team, right? Yeah, cliche. But anyway, was on a swim team. So I was very active. But throughout my life, well, first, I was extremely skinny. I was one of the skinniest people that they probably was like, girl, if you don't eat, but later on I developed, I started coming into myself, where I started, because I was so active and so into sports, that my body just started to define it. And so I had some huge calf muscles. I still got them huge calf muscles too. My legs were very toned up. But the thing is, y'all, I am a tomboy at heart. I am 50 years old and I still am a tomboy at heart. Like, you remember loving basketball when a girl put on her shoes and she was walking? That's how I be. Like, if I put on some stumps, it don't even be heels, y'all, it be stumps. I cannot walk in them heels. I am like a for real tomboy. No, don't get it twisted, because I love my man, okay? It ain't nothing like that. But it's just that I relate more to, like, I grew up around a lot of guys. So like I rode bikes, I jumped ramps, I rode skateboards. Like, literally I did everything that guys would do because it was so much fun. Like, girls to me was just like all they thought about was trying to be pretty or whatever. All I thought about was trying to have fun, be cool, and hang out with whoever, right? It wasn't until like, I think around my middle school years where I started getting people joking and picking at me because one, I was skinny. Around that time I was still real skinny because kids hadn't came into the picture yet. But they used to talk about forehead. They'd be like, go ahead, forehead, you know, because I had a big forehead. Who would have knew? Like, girls, they say girls with big foreheads are the pretty girls. They like girls with big foreheads, right? But you know what? I found out when people pick at certain things about you, it's because really and truly they like what they're picking at. They just don't want to admit that they like what they're picking at, right? So it went from I didn't like my eyes to people go ahead, forehead because of my hair. You know, it was I had a big old forehead. And still do. Alright. But girl, love it now. I love it. I love it now. Right? Two, it was big BB&T. Lord, before BBLs came out, it was BB&T. I couldn't go nowhere. Everybody like big booty Tamara. I'm thinking they talking about a goddamn bank because you know the BB&T bank. They call it BB&T. And so finally, one of my work co-workers at the time, because I was a server at the time, he was like, I was like, why everybody keep calling BB&T? So, girl, that's you, big booty Tamara. I'm like, what? y'all don't call me BB&T? Okay, but you know, and some people they would look at my behind and be like, dang, you know, from even in once again, don't get it twisted. Even from girls, like I think that's like family members would see me and like want to squeeze my booty. Like if you don't get your hands off my behind, it's mine, it's God given, right? But who would have thought the things you got teased for? People nowadays they won't. They around here buying booties, right? You know. Family blessed us with the top half, you know, and you know, and until I got to my old age where you know you don't want to be showing that was my thing, you know. Some people had their thing that they like or whatever. I was a tomboy, but girl was my little tatas, yeah. They had to tell me to put them away, right? But those were my things. That's what I liked about myself, and I'm saying all this stuff just to say you have to love you. You have to love who you are. The image that you have is who you are. The personality that you have is what makes you who you. This is me, y'all. This is Tamara. This is T. Shorty T. That's what they used to call me back in the day. Shorty T to Gangsta Boo because they said I used to act so hard or whatever. My older kid's father, his best friend gave me that name, Gangsta Boo. I was girl, you gangsta's crap. But that was me. Okay. This is me now. This is the me that learned to love me. This is the me that has to go through my struggles. This is the me that finally said, to heck what everybody think. It's what I think. It ain't what everybody else think. It's what I think. It's what, when I look at the mirror, who I see. And you know, like how they said, people gonna call you plenty of names. People gonna call you plenty of things. And half of them ain't gonna be good. But it's what you answer to and what you think. Your process, your thought process of yourself is. So get over that. Get over what everybody else thinks. And just be you. That secret sauce is you, baby. It's you. Ain't nobody can duplicate and make you. Nobody. Ain't gonna nobody. Hey. So I love dancing. I wish I could play music on here and be dancing, but then you won't get monetized. But be you. Be you. BYOU. And if I had my little thing on the thing, I would do it both. You know what? I self-taught myself sign language. My auntie back in the day, she used to have these encyclopedias inside her little living room, which was really a room that she turned into a living room. She was a aunt that I didn't know at the time was an aunt. I thought it was just my mom's best friend. I didn't find out she was my actual aunt until I had my first child and we was talking. And she was like, Tamara, you mean to tell me all this time you didn't know I was your auntie? No, because you look nothing like the rest of my aunts. She was my oldest. She was my oldest, my mom's sister, my grandmother's oldest child. And she looks totally different from everybody else. Yeah, because she did have a different father than they did. But I just thought that this was a friend of my mom's because I didn't see no resemblance or whatever. But come to find out, that was really my auntie, you know. But anyway, she had this room that she had turned into den, so to speak, like where the kids would go and gather at. And she had these encyclopedia books in there, and I had found, once again, me being a curious person that I am, I told you this is me, had found this encyclopedia books, and it had sign language in it. And I literally taught myself the ABCs. Who would have thought that would have actually came in handy, right? But I actually self-taught myself that. And I passed that on, you know, through some of my kids. Not some, all of them knew that, and I was trying to show them. My grandkids through their songs or whatever. But be you. You never know why you trying to hinder and be somebody else. It probably just be that little piece of you that make the difference in everything. All right, y'all, I just wanted to add that into the video that I had did earlier, where I was talking about people looking for guidance or whatever. You know, I had to come back and just say, be you, be who you are. You know, hopefully whoever you are is good and you ain't got this, you know, twisted side to you. Because if that's who you are, I'm gonna pray for you, ask the Lord to touch your heart and change it about you, because that is not the you that needs to come out. The authentic you, the one that you sheltered, the one that you masked because so many people tore you down. That's the you need to be. That you, right? Not the person that you became because of that. Right? We have to learn how to redefine ourselves. Let me reintroduce myself. My name is T. Hey. Okay, but anyway, we have to learn to redefine ourselves once we have been damaged, so that you can shine, baby, shine bright like a diamond, shine bright like a diamond. All right, shine. Be you. Be authentically you, because that's gonna make all the difference in the world, y'all. All right, now, y'all say hey to my baby. I got her. All right, y'all, talk to you later. Don't forget to talk to you later.